all want the world to be a better place. We desire our children to be perfect, yet we ourselves are not perfect. We need to be sincere and truthful and be the role model. Let's walk the talk. Hello, everyone. I am Seema, and I welcome you all to another insightful session on great principles. Joining me in conversation is my very sincere educator of the day, Dr. Krishna Shivhare, Principal, Mount Litera Zee School, Pusad, Maharashtra. Welcome to Great Principles, ma'am. We are really honored to have you with us.
Thank you, Seema Ma'am. I really appreciate Seema Ma'am and his dedicated team for the wonderful initiative for all educators, facilitators all around for the upliftment. I'm, if I can say about myself, I'm very soft skilled person as well as very versatile, energetic, you can say, and detailed person who believes in teamwork and having a challenging career to contribute and grow in competitive environment. I believe my experience, skills, competencies, passion, and you can say commitment to continuously improve quality based education for the benefit of our children make me great fit past and present school as a school leader.
Such wonderful to know about you and what are the traits that you have. And certainly these are the one which makes a perfect school leader. So let us start by knowing a little about your early days, about how you started and what you did. So take it back to your school days, how your education was, why you chose to be an educator.
Siva ma'am, it happens very rare. We can say where your mission and vision just matches what exactly the management vision. And I am blessed to have all these elements with me. Um, as a principal, definitely, as I convey you, we are expected to be educational visionary, assessment expert, community strengthened, disciplinary, character builder. To play these role, I believe to be lifelong learner and help my team also to build their competencies continuously. Here, as you asked the question, Seema ma'am, I still remember at this moment, my teacher from grade fifth standard, she used to handle environmental science for us. And all the students used to eagerly wait, including me, for her classes because she always taught from her heart. Of course, we didn't know this back then because we were just kid at that moment itself. The best part was Seema ma'am. She would always have either a plant, a flower, or some sort of model with her, and she enacted things that we can call nowadays experimental based learning, right? Competency based education, which is the need of an hour for all these 21st century skill students. Simply, gradually, I will say it did not feel like we were forced to learn during her lecture. Truly, I'm saying. For us, Seema ma'am, learning was more like a, you can say, result of the story that she told us, and the activities made us to do. I'm sure you would also have a teacher, and even all the viewers, those who are witnessing, touch that the teacher that touch you when and went beyond the textbook to teach you. So some 29 years later, here at this blessed great principal platform, if I am still remembering her and the things that she taught us, it stands true to the quote, to teach is to touch the life forever. So from that moment itself, you can say simply it was there no, and the opportunity received, and I have accepted, though I have completed my BTech, MTech also, DLET. But this profession, then I have chosen as I believe it's a noble profession. It's a noble profession for the nurturing the 21st century skill students, techno blessed students.
Certainly, ma'am. And teachers do have an impact on our life. And for you, she chose the part that you're going to choose in your life, and that is teaching. So it's a wonderful to know that your teacher made you fall in love with the subjects, and the impact was such greater that today you are in this noble profession. So going ahead, ma'am, you were talking about how your teacher always did storytelling and ensuring that the learning was fun. So, just having the information doesn't make any sense for the student today. They need to have the knowledge of applying it. So tell me, what are few strategies of learning that help children retain information for a longer period of time, which can be applied in future also?
Um, Very good question, ma'am. Touch to the heart. As I strongly believe, Seema ma'am, a school that is known for the quality, joyful classroom and standard of education, you can say, definitely has a focused, committed team who knows how to handle anticipated situation and has the resilience to handle the unanticipated too with the help of all resources. Learning, as per your question, learning occur best in a positively charged environment. Environment, number one, it play a very vital role, right? Students have better self-esteem and learn to be positive towards their peer group and their ecosystem. A joyful learning environment and happy school system ecosystem can do wonders for the holistic development of any of the children. Here, I will suggest making school, you can say, anger free zone will help our students. Even the CBSE initiative was also there. All the educators, they are following a lot itself, are making a school anger free, we can say, help our students in developing effective skills and in eradicating emotions like fear, disrespect, and humiliation, hurt, which
Right.
are the byproduct of anger. So this change in school environment will help our children to become mentally active, right? And emotionally wealthy, you can say. They shall go home back more change and more happy, right? And remember always, children are harbingers of the change. When they learn in the school, they will teach that to their parents. Imagine, I will just say, as our director general also, they used to say, happy children, joyful children. है ना? Imagine children going home and telling their parents, you are not allowed to be angry, right? This way, both the school as well as the home will be a happy environment. That is the first step of the learning, right? Secondly, I will add on experimental based learning, which involves a hands on learning approach. It breaks away the routine, regular routine of teachers just standing in front of the learners giving lectures and moves towards the learner, where the learner itself, they are taking the responsibility of their own learning, right? With the help of activities, activity based on real life experiences that the teachers facilitate. It makes Seema ma'am learning a technical knowledge that goes beyond the classroom and seek to bring a more engaging way of learning, right? To make learning outcomes or the reflections deeper. The experimental based learning, some of the learnings, as you are saying, it will include the joyful learning as the anger free zone already I conveyed you, activity based learning, sport integrated learning, we can say collaborative learning, art integrated learning, inquiry research based learning, assessment as learning, and many more mantle are there, right? Look, Seema ma'am, learning can be ranging from integrated sport in educational activities to integrating storytelling and classroom transaction also. Joy comes when a child feels a sense of, you can say, achievement, as if or he or she, we can say, has created something new on its own. Simply, it could occur after completion of lesson on realizing that she or he has understood the concept clearly and can able to scrutinize how it links with the real life. If once the child will understand this, the wonders it is going to happen. As a teacher, facilitator play various role in a classroom, but the most important role is of the classroom manager. Teacher must ensure that classroom methodologies involve the students in learning activities which are developmentally appropriate and intellectually meaningful as per my perspective. Some of the innovative ways of classroom management, it include engaging, you can say, classroom programs like value-based education, integrated club. है ना? After pandemic, we can say the biggest challenge in front of all the educators, facilitator, is to equip these 21st century skills students with the necessary skills for life, value-based skills for life. A structure monthly calendar, though all we used to prepare all the pedagogical plan and all, but month like a structure monthly calendar is designed, must be designed for the optimum utilization of the newspaper every month, celebration of important, you can say, days, drive and camping. And as I convey you, at Mount Litera Zee School, we are having like more than 130 branches, and we are blessed with our both co-scholastic and scholastic activities, whether we can talk about subject enrichment activity, or we can talk about financial literacy week, we can talk about vihang program, we can talk about English readiness program or the Hindi readiness program. Our hands-on learning program activity meets the exactly, you can see, need of the diverse learning and these preferred learning style leading to self exploration. Each of these programs, believe me, Seema ma'am, at Mount Litera Zee School, create a platform for students to actively collaborate with their and to inculcate the good human values and ethics and develop the necessary tools to manage life in the times to come. So that's the learning it happens as per my view.
Wonderful, ma'am. So I think all the different kind of activities, all the different kind of ways in which the school is educating the children, they all signifies one thing, that the school is preparing the children, they are educating the children for the future, and they are teaching as per the techniques which will be required for the future, and not from what we have learned from the past. And this is what make the 21st century children, right? We need to have all these qualities in them, all these skills in them, because world is unpredictable, and they need to be there, be competent enough to face the real life challenges. So this kind of learning is really appreciable, and that is the reason that Mount Litra today has whooping 138 branches, 130 branches pan country. So it's wonderful to know many more to come with the approach the school is having. Moving ahead to the next question of ours. Yeah, certainly. So moving ahead to the next question of ours, great principles, it's itself formed on the view of recognizing the school leaders for the efforts they put in. Yet there are more and more recognition which all keep coming in the ways of our educators. So what do you think? Why should we add more recognition to an educator's work?
Tell me, Seema ma'am, who doesn't like the recognition? Hmm?
Yeah,
Who doesn't like the
absolutely.
recognition, right? Recognition is very rewarding experience for an excellent classroom. And who is the deliverer here? Facilitator. All the stakeholders, even I have made the system, even our stakeholders also regular basis, they are appreciated for the work they have done, right? Recognition definitely, as I convey you, is a very rewarding experience. Tell me who doesn't like recognition. Again, I am asking you. Everyone likes recognition, right? As per my view, teachers' recognition, it matters a lot as it support, validates, and encourage educators to continue doing what they do best to best, right? Definitely, great teachers deserve great awards, and nothing is more effective than praising and recognition in the form of appreciation and award. As for my personal like experience with itself, I can say as education is the only thing in the world which cannot be stolen away from any educators, from any students, right? Having a challenging career to contribute and grow in competitive environment. I too received, like recently received many awards and recognition. Among those, recently received award from Secretary CBSE, Mr. Anurag Tripathi sir, right? And even I have selected among 30 like most from the government of Kerala, 30 to, best principal. So these are the recognition, definitely it's add on. So recognition is
Certainly.
very important for all the stakeholders. whether it's a facilitator, whether it's a teacher. It's play a very vital role for their upliftment, for your for their upliftment and day to day grown up, ma'am.
Completely, I completely agree with you, ma'am. Because what happens is we expect so much from our educators. World is changing, the studying pattern is changing. How I have been educated, how you have been educated. Now it's nothing like that. Though it's no more a teacher centric. It's a complete student centric, learner
Yes.
centric environment wherein teacher needs to learn herself a lot first. She needs to first unlearn, relearn, and then learn and then relearn, and then finally guide her students. So there are so many roles which she's playing. And to all the educators, to all the leaders out there, recognition certainly plays a very important role, because it motivates them to do what they are doing better and better tomorrow, as you rightly said. So it was really wonderful to know your thoughts. Moving ahead to the rapid fire round, which is my favorite round. So you have to answer in one word or a statement. All right.
Okay, okay.
So we will be starting with the first question. Anything in your life which still brings, any incident of your life which still brings smiles on your face?
My family, my family. I'm
So your
blessed to
family.
have two kids, my husband, my like definitely papa, grandpa, grandma. I'm blessed, definitely.
Certainly, family is the biggest asset one can ever
Yes,
possess.
and it's
Moving,
one of the
yeah,
strong pillar you can say.
absolutely, ma'am. And moving ahead to the next question, how do you spend your recreational time?
Generally, I'm as I convey you, I'm very soft skilled person. Sometimes it happens I feel to spend my time loneliness also thinking about my that time is my time, it's me time, right? uh, Reading books is one of the and playing badminton. So that's also one of.
Well, introspecting is something which is essential, and you are doing that on regular basis, thinking about your own self, how things
Yes,
moved. So that
that
that's
is the
certainly
me
needed.
time, and we can say that time I utilize by praising the Almighty God. I just believe it's kept me the whenever any problem, any situation, any challenge I'm facing, just like sitting, praising my part and all. So it's given me eternal power.
Such a wonderful thing to do. Generally, in terms of when we are facing an issue, we just forget to praise the Almighty and we start criticizing Him. Why did you throw this problem to me? Was I made for this? And you are doing the opposite. You are just sitting down and relaxing and praying to Him, whatever. It's fine. So that's really something unique to do. Moving ahead to the next question, what are the art forms that fascinates you?
Art forms.
Yeah.
um, Art forms. I will skip this question.
All right. No worry. How important, why we all need to have good public speaking skills? What are your thoughts on this?
Yes, public speaking skills, it's like it's the need of an hour. What is the use as per my perspective? Many of the like we used to conduct the interviews and rest. Being so qualified also, qualification is so much the candidates are not able to speak it, right? So the communications is skills is necessary and right from the foundation level I will add on, right? From the foundation
So,
level communication skills, it add-ons of value to your persona.
absolutely. And now with the world globally connected, communication is the key to success.
Yes, it's a key to the success.
Certainly. Moving ahead to the next question, what is your favorite outdoor activity?
Outdoor, as I convey already, badminton, riding like running is also prior it was there, but now
No,
I
it's
have
not.
not tried. But playing badminton is my favorite, I can say.
All
Moving
right.
out, like visiting new places, that is also one of the part add on. Though in the month of like as a facilitator, the school leaders in the month of like summer vacations only they are getting, but moving like going visiting different places is also learning from there is also one of the I can say outdoor
So,
activity which I definitely love to be.
are you a movie buff?
Not too much. Not
Not
too
too
much.
much. All right.
Instead of that, I love to, like, spend my time with my family. Though the family, like, sometimes it's like once or twice in a year. If I feel the 3 hours or 2.5 hours is really worth. So
All
definitely,
right.
yeah.
Okay. Coming up to the next question. Are you a tech savvy person?
No, that not
You are.
not
You
that
are.
much. Not that much. Yeah.
All right. So you are a self-made person, not even dependent on technology, right?
Technology is the need of an hour, Peter. Now, pandemic,
Yeah.
what teaches us? What teaches us?
Right.
Globally, now we are connected. And these 21st century skills students, they are already blessed with the technocrats. All the information within a click itself, everything is there, right? Only to we
Absolutely.
need to pamper them, we need to give the positive guidance.
And so that is the reason that you're not tech savvy because you just don't want to be, wired in technology. You want to
No, that
experience the
much
world
not.
too.
Some
No?
limited time I have fixed it. For WhatsApp, it doesn't mean keep morning to like evening you are busy with that. Huh? Or
Yeah.
any. Some time I have fixed it. For myself, I have made it right. For time I have
And
fixed it, that much you need to be. It should
I
be
think
not
I think
like,
that yeah, that is a restriction needed because there are people, those who are suffering from nomophobia, the disease in which you feel like, oh, I didn't get any notification on my cell phone. So they are just constantly looking into it.
no,
So this is
no,
what is required,
no.
certainly, ma'am.
I have made for
Coming
professional, no doubt. The phone is there, but during pandemic, we were the habitual, and it was the need of an hour also, right? But
absolutely.
personally, I will say some time I have fixed it, and that particular time I used to complete it.
And that is a wonderful thing to do, I suppose. There is nothing like that. We all should have time allotted for a screen, definitely.
Yes.
All right. Moving ahead to the last question in this segment. Name an educationist that you look upon for inspiration, advice, and support.
Who will be more than like Dr. Radha Krishnan, no doubt, Sarvepalli, APJ Abdul Kalam, great leaders, great teacher, great facilitator.
Absolutely.
Seema Murthy ma'am is
So,
also there.
mhm. So it was wonderful to understand your thoughts in this section, and we got to know something about what you do in your life other than teaching. Now we have reached to the last question of the show. This is called Viewers' Choice Question. So my viewers say that the world needs more educators who are dedicated. They are the
Mhm.
ones who will deliver us to a progressive world. So do you
Mhm.
have any recommendation on how can India achieve to have dedicated educators, those who are passionate to teach and prepare the generation for the nation and for the future?
Okay. A good teacher can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning. True, true, ma'am. Creating a conducive classroom environment is the key of learning. Being a school head, also at the beginning of the session itself, I strive to create an open and friendly environment, especially with my higher grade students, right? Where children feel, you can say, confident and secure. I always tell my student that I am their friend itself, and freely they used to come and they used to share whatever they're like the day to day. And this approach, believe me, like Seema ma'am, in my long career, we can say, has helped me to solve problems of many students, some big problems and some small. At the moment I'm just striking once the child confined in me about the domestic violence taking place at his home, right, which disturb him a lot. So at the moment we have contacted parents, and the issue it gets resolved with the help of counseling. So moving to your question, we can say gone are the days when parents and students were would eagerly waiting for their, you can say, examination results and hope to achieve higher percentage along with intelligence. Education system has to develop in such a way that children are able to face the challenges at the present world, right? We need to design our education in such a way for the future outcomes that it includes ways and means to equip the students to face the challenges they came across. Courage, confidence, skills in public speaking, right? Presentation and technology are the minimum requirement in this present world, and that too for the future also. Learning take place both within school and outside school. As per my view, Seema ma'am, learning must be paced so that it allows learner to engage with the concept and deepen understanding rather than remembering only to forget it after examination. Yeah, DOK, that is depth of knowledge, it play a very vital role, important role. Learner must provide variety. Learner, in the sense, the teacher facilitator, they must provide the variety and challenge and be interesting while taking their lecture, can be interesting and it must be engaging also. Here, I would like to suggest that school must provide opportunity to inquire, questions, debate, reflect, and arrive at concept or create new ideas. Even learning can take place through interaction also with the environment around, nature, things, and people, both through actions and through language. Yasima ma'am, making meaning and developing the capacity for abstract thinking, reflection, learning outcomes, and work are the most important aspect of the future of learning. And now also we need to continue with that. Most importantly, children learn in a varieties of way that we need to understand it, right? Both individually and with others through experience, listening, thinking, and reflecting can so on, ma'am. Teaching as a profession is divine and noble profession, right? I don't know why there is a common misconception that teachers do an easy job. But in fact, teachers have the added responsibility of molding future generation. The importance of a teacher is commendable. Like country like Finland, the great teacher of India stands proof to this. Their contribution to our country, their contribution and guidance have made a huge impact on the nation, whether it's Honorable Dr. APG Abdul Kalam ji or Dr. Sarvapali. These teachers have made a real difference and have inspired the generation to come at the ground level itself. As I learned and understand at the age of 14 years back, 14 years itself, as I share you regarding my great fifth standard English EVS teacher, right? The teacher have the unique opportunity to steer a mass in the right direction. Secondly, what I understand that teaching and learning go hand to in hand, as you will be around young, curious mind all day. You will be able to push yourself and get better every day. Look, ma'am, with the numerous change in the education system, definitely sector, you will be urged to keep yourself updated also, as this is the noble profession. Anyhow, as I believe at the end, I will like to add on, real leadership is not about the prestige, power, or the status. It's all about the total sincere responsibility, and that too from the heart itself. Thank you.
Certainly, ma'am. There is no power greater than the true affection. And when you have chosen from your heart to be a teacher, then, you are the dedicated one. You will do everything so that your child learns better. And there is nothing which gives you more satisfaction than seeing your child doing, being successful and doing well in his life. So this is the power of teacher she has. And she is not only shaping lives. In fact, she's the real architect of the nation itself. So
Real
that is
warrior, we can say.
certainly, ma'am. So, Krishna, ma'am, your love for this profession and the meticulous approach you take towards education has seriously made a very, very lasting impression on me today. So, this was a really wonderful conversation with you, and I'm really happy to have interacted with you. We, the team Great Principals, feel blessed and privileged to have you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Seema, ma'am. Wonderful initiative, you and along with your dedicated team. God bless you. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.